that giving the verdict about the doctor getting me sick. I don't know why they wouldn't mind the stinking business. Leave the man in peace. I say leave the damn doctor. Look, don't get me mad. Leave the damn doctor. Vices or his murder in Trinidad. Leave the damn doctor. He ain't trouble on you. Leave the damn doctor. Where do you do? Leave the damn doctor. Where you vices? Leave the damn doctor. Leave the damn doctor. Leave me damn doctor. Yes, the other party is there. They can't handle their own affair. They're stumbling with all the plan. Still they're harassing the blasted man. I say, leave the damn doctor. And don't get me mad. Leave me damn doctor. Way, or his murder in Trinidad. Leave me damn doctor. He ain't trouble on you. Leave me damn doctor. Way, or his murder in Trinidad. Way, they're making so much confusion, but race riot in England. They should kick them from Scotland Yard. We have the same question in Trinidad. I say, leave me down, doctor. And don't get me mad. Leave me down, doctor. It's murder in Trinidad. Leave me down, doctor. Why say he ain't trouble on you? Leave me down, doctor. Hey, where you doing? Well, do. All of them that giving the verdict about the doctor getting me sick. I don't know why they wouldn't mind the stinking business. Leave the man in peace. I say leave the damn doctor. Look, don't get me mad. Leave the damn doctor. Vices or his murder in Trinidad. Leave the damn doctor. He ain't trouble on you.
A pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Where do you do?
And how are we doing this afternoon? It is Monday, the 16th day of September. Wherever you're listening from, Grenada, Carriacou, PD Martinique, to the persons out there in the diaspora, persons within the region.
Is there? They can't handle their own affair. They're stumbling with all the plan. Still they're harassing the blasted man. I say, leave the damn doctor.
Go ahead right now and tag somebody. Share the live right now. Let them know that class is in session.
He ain't trouble on you.
I know some of all you want to sing that song real loud right now. I go send all you a copy of the song.
They're making so much confusion, but race riot in England. They should kick them from Scotland Yard. We have the same question in Trinidad. I say, leave me down, doctor. And don't get me mad. Leave me down, doctor. It's murder in Trinidad. Leave me down, doctor. Why say he ain't trouble on you? Leave me down, doctor. Hey, where you doing? Well, do.
As I saw, I know many of you guys want to sing that song right now. Play it real loud. Play it loud for them. Tell them this right now.
Well, the way how things shaping up, all this nigger business must stop. I tell you soon in the West Indies, it's please, Mr. Nigger, please leave me down, doctor. And don't get me mad. Leave me down, doctor. Or it's murder in Trinidad. Leave me down, doctor. Yes, he ain't trouble on you. Leave me down, doctor. Yes, where you do, well do. Leave me down, doctor.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a pleasant good evening to each and every one of you guys. Officially, let me welcome you to another class in session program here this afternoon with yours truly, Royalty James. I pray that you guys would have had a wonderful weekend. We saw the whole of last week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so we are trying to keep with the consistency, right? I know many persons have been speaking as related to consistency. So what I've been doing is ensuring that I'm here as often as I can. How have you guys been? How has been the weekend? How has been the past few days? Wherever you are right now and you're listening to me, I want you to tag somebody, call somebody, and let them know that another class in session program is being aired right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a few days from the new National Party. From zonal meeting in Boucheju to the women's arm meeting yesterday. Wow. Wow. What is going on? Where that speed come out? NNP, where that speed come out? But I'm not mad about the speed at all. I'm definitely not mad about the speed at all. In fact, I'm to ensure that I get my headphone. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, it have started to have conversation. There are conversations that are happening now. I can tell you, within the grapevine, we're understanding that they're now starting to feel the weight of the green. You know, sometimes it's not good enough, as is always said, to put Dr. Mitchell's team as an opposition. You know, it is often said that. It is often said that anytime the new National Party sits in the state on the opposing side, it is a scary thing for any government that is in ruling. And we're seeing that. At one point, they say the new National Party done. It done beat, it done. There is no new National Party. We can never come back. We're going into 3 years, after a general election, after losing a general election. And the force that I'm seeing right now, ladies and gentlemen, the force that I'm seeing now from members, supporters, young people of the new National Party, if the other side though start to quake in the boots yet, realizing that they continue to call for convention, they continue to base on when is the convention, and they realize that day by day, meeting by meeting, social by social, we continue to grow. More they ask, when is convention? We continue to show that as a party, we're growing gradually. Gradually. You don't see green ladies yesterday, boy? You don't see ladies yesterday, and they, mind you, that is the women's arm, you know. That was the women's arm. Yeah? We don't reach the whole body yet, you know. That's just the women's arm. I like about the shoulder day. Because a lot of these events, a lot of persons who want to come out sometime, especially when it is Sunday events, it is really difficult for them. Having to maybe sometimes prepare kids and so on for the next day of school and so on. So we know some of you guys are sitting behind your computer. Yeah, I know some of you guys yesterday, and I want to thank you, Landa and others. Yesterday, at one point in time, I was supposed to go on a road trip yesterday. And when the meeting started, well, my page brought it. Yeah? So I was following from my page, and ever so often, somebody sent me a picture somebody sending me this, somebody sending me that. And the ladies looked so enthused yesterday. Like, I for one moment thought today, Monday, was election. Because they were so enthused, they was get up. If anybody viewing from the outside and don't know that is the opposing party in the state, they would have never believed. Yeah? They would have never believed, because we're ready. The zonal meeting held in Boucheju, they realized the meat and the crown of the information was sent out. But they took one little thing from what Brother Nimrod spoke about who want to invoke Brother Elvin Nimrod. We don't invoke him, you know. But when great persons within the party, when legends of the New National Party need to be spoken about, and especially is what is going on in Carriacou and P.D. Martinique, I show Brother Nimrod may make about 15 ton already. Yeah? But you see, nowadays, what they're enthused about is to sit down and wait for the New National Party to make a mistake, or members or persons that are speaking against the ills of this nation. So they're looking for any other thing, any little thing, they're speaking on any little thing. Any little thing. You see, nowadays, they're running with it and they're making it a conversation. But for those of you all who wasn't there yesterday, there were some things that were gathered and it was posted, especially from Dr. Mitchell's speech. But one of the things that grabbed me is this right here. You see this one here? This one here is important.
My friends, I know even road work, you've been victimized. For health care, you've been victimized. For basic services, you've been victimized. For children's education, you've been victimized. All this tells us, sisters and brothers, the NMP must come to the rescue mission of Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martinique. So if you want more road work and the care for the ordinary folk, sisters and brothers, say it loud. We want the rescue mission from the New National Party. If you want better health care and more care for your families, you want the rescue mission from the New National Party. If you want to get rid of hate and spite, sisters and brothers, vindictiveness and pain, you want to move forward with this love and support of the New National Party.
And let me say to you guys, I don't know how many of you all would have noticed it, and how many of you guys follow Dr. Mitchell as much as I do. But you realize there is a different sound, there's a different voice, there's a different intonation to the voice of Dr. Mitchell right now. You see, at this stage, anytime you hear Dr. Mitchell start to speak like this, tell yourself that this is the time where he is most comfortable. You hear how he's speaking now? After that 2 years and some, he is now well rested. They could say you're running, you don't running, that is not my business. He has been the pillar of strength for the New National Party for years. What you think, even at the age of 90 and 98, sometimes 100 plus, there are people that are still saying they miss their grandmother, and mommy or grandma don't go yet, because they know those persons were pillar to family members. At this stage, ladies and gentlemen, at this stage, at the end of the day, Dr. Mitchell is not preaching that but he speaks on the New National Party. This is a transformed individual. And as I said, if you follow Dr. Mitchell long enough, and you realize what is happening within the New National Party, is the level of dedication to the development of the party is what is happening right now. So let us sit on the other side and wonder who is leader and who will become leader. whether or not anybody become leader. Ladies and gentlemen, the mission is clear. The mission, ladies and gentlemen, is clear. And to remind you of the mission again, let me tell you what it is.
I just want you to know, they cannot silence the voices of the new National Party. So when I go to Parliament, they will hear my voice. And my voice will continue to be stronger and stronger with the love and support of you, the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. I want to say to you, love is the answer. Love is the answer. And love comes from only one party, the new National Party.
Focused on this, ladies and gentlemen. That is the focus. And I want us to get that message out of the way, because I want it to. We're going to go into deeper conversation. That is the focus. Let's not stray as to what is going on the other side. We don't want to know whether or not they have people to run. We don't want to know whether or not they don't have. The mission is clear. The present 5-star general has laid out the plan for the mission. Let us take our time and follow that plan. Let us take our time and build on the plan that has been presented. The National Democratic Congress has no idea what is going on, even as a party. They are self-destructing. They are self-destructing. Persons are now seeing all the promises, all the lies are being unfolded. Imagine at this stage, a political organization, a government, is so scanty in finding people that are qualified to hold position that one individual has just been made or given another portfolio in terms of ministerial positions. How often have you seen, ladies and gentlemen, in Grenada or anywhere around the world, that one person is tasked with 2 ministerial roles? It means that, ladies and gentlemen, there was no plan. It means that persons, at the end of the day, as long as what is happening, things are just unfolding. Because at the end of the day, the Prime Minister made it clear to the state that it's in his own judgment that he fired the past Minister of Youth. His decision. And you're telling me that high-handedly you would have fired an individual high-handedly out of whatever level of disgruntledness that you had, not even considering a replacement in its sense that at the end of the day you have to put a minister who has a role or has a ministerial role to act, and later on confirm that individual in the role. So you fire a man without having any intention as to his replacement, and in such a tentative ministerial position like Ministry of Youth, when the population of Grenada is dominant with our young people. You have so far fired both youth ministers. And I'm saying fired because the first one you cannot give a proper justification for why he didn't hold the ministerial role. And you're saying to me, ladies and gentlemen, this is a government with plan. This is a government that understands the importance of people. You are saying to me that an individual who held a position on the other side, in which, as I said, her resume when leaving her last job was good. You make up a ministry for her. You make up a ministry. And now you fire an individual and give her a hold on a travel. And in realizing that your back is now against the wall, you really need to put somebody there. You confirm. Remember a partner saying to me Saturday, after having a conversation about a sporting activity or an individual involved in sports, sometimes you need to say no. Sometimes you need to say no. Your resume speaks for itself. Youth, you in youth, some persons now who understands politics may be sitting at their home and laughing. Persons who understand the importance of what a government's role is when it comes to youth development is laughing. Today, a video was made viral in Union Island, where secondary and primary school students, after July 1st natural disaster, has entered school and was singing and rejoicing, being on the school compound in school uniform in Union Island. While, ladies and gentlemen, a government of our state sits and boasts as it relates to what they have planned or what they will be doing or what will be unfold, while persons from Carriacou and PD Martinique are still waiting for answers as it relates to their children in returning to the school. A minister of government sits on national television and says to the state, we are way ahead of a lot of countries. You're looking at social media and looking on Union Island and St. Vincent, and you're watching the Minister of Housing being braced by individuals, and in the back of him you're seeing new houses being built. And the government of Grenada has an ad on television and on radio saying, wait for the unfolding of Project 500. And we sit and we laugh and we say, what a government! What a government at work! Anytime the National Democratic Congress, as of to date, and I'm talking to the persons who may be just learning, because I learned them since during the campaign, anytime these people say something, take it with a pinch of salt. They like headline. An individual, and I'm not so good at reading, so I go brace myself now and I'm going to intonate as it relates to what was made public. For those of you all who are not social media fuzzy, because I know some of you all, even you all attend the program here, some of you all don't go scrolling on Facebook. But let me say to you or show to you what somebody would have posted, to whom it may concern. Honorable Tevin Andrew, Minister of Carriacou and PD Martinique Affairs. And listen this. I am very disheartened as to what transpired yesterday. And that was 2 days ago. I went to collect 12 barrels, 2 crates of water and 2 boxes of pampers for elderlies and infants, all bearing the name Mr. Francis. For those of you all who knows the individual who know who I'm speaking about. Nothing belonging to him personally, as was clearly stated in the letter, which was requested and submitted to the relevant authority as to the normal process stipulated by the authority for the waiver of relief supply. That letter was approved and delivered to me. However, upon arriving at the port I was told that there was nothing in the system regarding those barrels. No documents were sent to them, so I would have to hold on. And mind you, I had already opened those barrels as was requested by one of the workers. This was done before I was told there is nothing in the system. I then asked, what should I do? I was told I have to hold on. Okay, I am holding on. But in the meantime, I decided to reach out to the PS to let him know of the situation, seeing that PD wrote his letter asking for a waiver for those relief and sent it to me. Adhering to protocol, however, when I finally got through with the PS, I explained to him what was the problem, and in turn he explained to me that it will be dealt with and he would expedite the process. I was happy because at the time I was really totally drained and exhausted. Mind you, we had to leave PM to go to Carriacou 7 a.m. because that's the time the boat which normally transport relief could have assisted, because he was due to go to Grenada at 12 noon. To make a long story short, the PS did get back to me to let me know that he got through and that very soon they should be able to attend to me. After hours of waiting, I was told I have to pay $727.50 plus $1,600 for space rent. That is the length of the time those barrels were there. Remember, this is not normal times. However, my greatest concern is, why did I have to pay $727.50 plus $1,016 plus $100 for broker for relief supplies to distribute to the people of Pitty-Martinique, my community, our community? That is a big shame and embarrassment and disappointment. Just note, we are in the process of sorting out the stuff and will be going around the community delivering it to the people. We shall surely rise and stand the most predominantly. Total paid for the people of Pitty-Martinique, $1,843.50. Ladies and gentlemen, that comes after the government of Grenada made it public, ladies and gentlemen, that relief items would be waived on the port. Now this individual went as far as to calling the PS in the aid or to aid in her assistance. And yet still, that individual had to pay that mammoth amount. When the National Democratic Congress speaks on something, take it with a pinch of salt. These people continue to prey on the method that they are going to manipulate Grenadians based on headlines. Project 500. GDB loans $25 million. Persons are writing to GDB, and GDB saying they don't have no idea as it relates to that process. Letter was sent. Yeah, we have the letter. We do have the letter, because I don't want to speak to the wideness of my mouth. Think somewhere here, let me scroll, let me ensure that I get it. Because as I say to you guys, I don't want to talk with the wideness of my mouth. Let me ensure that my hand fall on the letter that the person made public. We just have the evidence. Let me ensure that I get it and I read it for you guys. Go on down there. Let's see. That is a Project 500. Yeah, I'm going through my files, people. Just give me a minute. I want to ensure that I could read all that letter to you guys, because it is actually here now. If I could tell you where I have it. Definitely, even on my, I may have to check my phone, but I do have that letter as it relates to a response that was given for somebody who would have made the application right 30 days. I tell you, we don't make it joke, you know. So this is the letter. The Grenada Development Bank appreciate keen interest in the Hurricane Beryl business reactivation facility. However, it is with great regret that we inform you that there has been a delay in the launch of the facility due to circumstances beyond our control. This is GDB responding. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience that may be caused. The Grenadian Development Bank will provide an update as soon as possible. Thank you for your understanding and patience during this time. And that was from the communication officer. So government announces bigly, that $25 million, for the burial reactivation facilities. And persons are now applying, and then GDB saying there's a delay in the process. So you're making an announcement on the basis that there's not even money there yet to start the process. We saw that with the housing project, when they stated that you could go to any financial institution, and they have spoken to all the financial institutions. Persons went to NIS, persons went to somebody banks, and then what they were told. What were they told? We don't have this information as yet. This administration made announcements about agriculture farms and farmers receiving monies immediately. As recent as last week, I spoke to a farmer who said to me, they have not received that funding, not yet. How can you say to me a government continue to make bold announcements, bold proclamations all over the place, and ever so often when persons make inquiry, it is null. It is null. And unless we come on programs like this and you hear we speak about them. Remember last week? It was only last week I asked what was the situation with Empower 4.0 or 2.0. Remember last week I asked that on this program, and somebody in the comment section say, but in truth, what you saw happen last week, they put a mediocrity thing together and they say, boom, we launch Empower 2.0 or 4.0. Wait, hold on. 2 months from now, speak to one of the young men that have been enrolled within the program, and here they lack the form of consultation. They don't consult, they don't inform, they don't plan, they don't prepare. But in order to gain a vote, or in order to grab the Grenadian people, they're making big announcement. That is all they're doing. Ever so often you pop on your TV and they have a different plan. Not yet even putting the last one into perspective. You have not yet unfolded a reconstruction or rebuilding process plan in Carriacou and Pidimatnik, but you're already on Project 500 to build new houses in order for persons to own homes. So where you shitting, there where you eating. Sorry for the word, but that is what it is. Because they are not making plans to better, but only coming on our national television and talk all kind of babapool ever so often with something new. And they sign that documentation, and in 2030 we go see that, and we're looking to do that in 2027. Feel that this time Grenadians are going to feel sorry for you. Ladies and gentlemen, an election is selected by a constituency. Based on the constituency votes, a party would be formed, or government, would be formed. And if we go by constituency here in Grenada, it would be a damn shame to see the National Democratic Congress win another general election based on the representation by some of the parliamentary representatives. Not me that say. Not me that say. Let me tell all you, or play for all you who been saying.
As we go forward, as I close here today, I would like to sound a warning to all who have mortgages, rent, whatever you want to call it, and other living expenses that they could not meet prior to the last elections, and who became gainfully employed at satisfactory levels under this administration, one or two of who lack capacity for anything, but really needed a pullout before going totally under towards extinction in disgrace, and the vast majority of whom possess some capacity, who all of a sudden extricated themselves from mainstream politics because they're a manager now. Listen to me carefully. If you continue to exclude yourselves from any of the many opportunities to defend the administration that saved you from the brink, that has you eating well today again, you need to be reminded that you will be the loser in the end. The majority, if not all of the people you see out there being vocal in consistent defense of the Deacon Mitchell administration, have attained a measure of independence and will not eat the bread the devil need should things change. Stop assuming the sole role of a manager as if you have arrived today, ignoring your responsibility to defend your administration for fear that the bank comes calling on you after the elections should you resume your prior broke and desperate positions in the unemployed quadrant of life. A word to the wise is more than sufficient. You see, 26 months have already gone in the 60-month term of the sitting NDC administration. We all saw what happened to the so-called bright boys who formed whatever club they formed, an ambassadorial club, whatever club, you know, because they were head honchos, man, around the 2008 to 2013 period. Learn from their various experiences. At the rate you all are going, pretending to be aloof, as if you reach where you're going, you are bound to self-destruct and get what you rightfully deserve, bringing the entire nation back. The mere fact that I have come out here and mentioning this should indicate to you that you are known. People know who you are. And the right people are looking at your conduct. Your current omissions have the potential to contribute to you returning to your once desperate situations. I would be sure to add you on the list of several failed so-called leaders who should be brought in a popular square and flogged publicly on a regular basis for actively helping to squander such a wonderful opportunity that the 23rd of June 2022 presented to all of this nation. Stop the mindlessness. Even some of you elected MPs and otherwise constituency leads, step it up. The National Nasty Party is in disarray. Now is the time to put your elbow to the grease, boots on ground, and get among you backsides together I drop it as if it's hot each time, because someone's opinion of me will never become my reality. And somebody's got to do it. And I chose to be the one. And is that.
Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you try you try sometimes not to paraphrase what people say. Sometimes it's good to make persons hear. You see, we sound good sometimes speaking for ourselves. You hear me say that often. That we sound good by ourselves. And sometimes the intention of the message that we want to send, another bright like them because I cannot use all the nice words, but sometimes the intention of the message that we want to send is not what is grasped from by everyone. So what I'm grasping from that as a supporter of the National Nasty Party is that you, as a supporter of the Nasty Dirty Congress, has realized, like every other Grenadian, that we have selected or elected a dumbskull government that continues to fail our people. You for yourself have realized that there are elected MPs who are sitting on their rear end and not doing absolutely nothing. So it is not a view of the Nasty Party that is saying it. You, as a supporter of the Nasty Dirty Congress, is also seeing the filth of the people that was elected, and the work that the people have elected them to do is not being done. That is the message I got from what you said. So it is not a view of supporters of the new National Party that we are seeing that the National Democratic Congress administration is failing. You have just concreted the fact that there are members of parliament that are not doing nothing, and that there were persons whom this administration would have given jobs based on the fact that the ass would have been in jail today if not the election last they would have won. That there were people that the National Democratic Congress would have hired that at today are sitting in managerial position, still owe people and banks and state, and they are only there because they have a little work to pay the bank. That is what I grasp from what you just said. So it's not members of the Nasty Dirty Party that sees it. That you are sitting there and you're supporting people that people of Grenada, Carriacou, Pidimadic has elected and selected, and you are seeing that they're doing absolutely nothing. So you're seeing it too. So it's not only members of the Nasty Dirty Party that is seeing it. You are seeing it too. And this is the reason why you're calling on them. And you're calling on individuals who could have today been in jail. As you were saying indirectly. Persons who would have been maybe on the breadline or maybe at poverty level if they didn't get a work under the National Democratic Congress. That is what I get from what you just said. So when all you hear people singing nice and you hear they using big word, grasp from it the information or the message that is being sent. So when you come and you use all your nice word, you feel we wouldn't hear what you want to say. You're basically saying to Grenada what Keith Mitchell is saying to the rest of the nation. These fellas are a failure. MPs in who you're calling on, persons who have managerial positions in whom you're calling on, they were given a work because they were being able to save the fact that they can pay the bank, and the bank would have taken back the house. You're basically saying that there are people who are owing and NDC give them a work so they can stand on their 2 feet today. That is what we grasp from what you just said. So when you come and you speak about who want to go in the square and get leaks and the nasty dirty parties in disarray, you look at a party that at the end of the day, every parliamentary representative at this stage, even sitting in the opposition, doesn't even look like they're going to lose their seat. But you have members of parliament within the government that today people are saying they may not even go back there. The 5 seat that the new National Party is holding at this stage, or you can't take it away. And so far, we can count 3 to 4 seats in which we would obtain and form the next government. You coming and make all your nice word to tell us that the NDC playing the ass? All the nice words you use there is to tell us the National Democratic Congress and parliamentary representative and persons they give work playing the ass. So you take 5 minutes to sound good, and me that say, listen to what was said. Listen to what was said. 6, thanks for the correction. Listen to what he said, people. Listen, and I always tell you, I have the ability to. Forget nice talk. Forget nice talk. Forget nice word and big words. It's a joke that normally shared. I think it happened in Grenada. So he said, an individual or politician speaking to some persons, and they were so dull, or not bright as we would say in local terminology. And he's telling them, oh, all you stupid is, and they're balling, yeah. All you some fools, yeah. And they still believe that in this day and age, that there are people who's going to be fooled by that. So they come and they roll out all the nice things, and all the pretty things, and they put up thing there, and they put up thing there, and they take out a picture there, and they go there and they pass it. That ain't fooling us next election. Last time around, you all bought Facebook, social media, all your bit social media. At this stage, let me tell you something, the amount of spot we have right now on social media, the new National Party, right now we could sell spot for all you. If it's dirty, as I tell them recently, if it's dirty all you want to play, I'm playing dirty. I born black. I born black. So if it's jab all you want to play, when all you're ready to play jab, I come in and play jab. All you want to play mud mass, I come in the mud. All you want to go in wet fet, I could do that. If I get catch cold, don't worry. Big time, I rub my chest and I cover down myself in the night with a big jersey. I go sweat it out. I don't afraid. So don't worry them. They are seeing it. They are seeing it, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I play the clip today. To show you guys that what we are seeing, they are seeing it too. What we know, they know. Because they know there are persons there who are not qualified to hold particular positions. There are persons in whom they would have hired that they know definitely cannot do the job. But they know for a fact that they were persons, if they didn't get a work, ladies and gentlemen, at this stage, they would have been homeless. Some of them bank would have taken back the place, their vehicles. So, just like Donald Trump, they continue to look at crowd size. While on the ground, work is being done. While we start canvassing and asking people to register, they're telling people to get a calculator and calculate to get the answer. While the new National Party continues to probe as it relates to its supporters that the present leader may not be there for the next general election, they're asking when is convention. And at this stage, there are people in whom the leader in the party does not like. While we are asking persons to be patient as we get ready to select senators, they're firing people and giving other people positions what they cannot handle. So while they continue to pray on the new National Party and look at what is being done, we're moving forward. Everything that is being done in the state, ladies and gentlemen, is on a government basis. The National Democratic Congress as a party is not doing anything. And take what I'm telling you. I've been around the New National Party long enough because there were times when you knew that the event taking place was not a government event, it was an event of the New National Party. And now you can't see them doing anything. And nothing can be done. Somebody's mentioning into the comment section, babies are dying at the General Hospital. As we say, another one. Minister of National Security, another shooting as recent as last Friday morning. Nothing is being done, ladies and gentlemen. We have some mouth badgering in this place. We have some mouth badgering in this place. The National Democratic Congress is in the interest of people. And I'm going down dying with that concept. I am going down dying with that concept. Everyone there is on the let me fool my pocket, make it let me go basis. That is what you see everybody is doing. A different vehicle, a different job. Some persons have 4 and 5 roles on different boards. Somebody recently disclosed to me that a particular ambassador and the amount of money he's getting. Individual was just said that he is the commission to Canada. That of Sylvester Qualis. But when you look at the National Lottery Authority Board, he's still a member on the board. Everybody is on a quick money-making process. So maybe the position that was given to number 10 is because she maybe started to complain that the money she sold out for was not enough. They give you a minister for mental health. So what is going on? What is going on with mental health now? Who feels the capacity? What is the process? So one minister have 2 PSs? You telling me about this National Democratic Congress administration? And I tell all you, don't take my word for it. Listen to them. Listen to them. Their supporters. Don't listen to me. Listen to them. They start to bellow it. They start to feel the weight of the revel. Because at the end of the day, they are the ones who invoked the so-called love for Maurice the Bishop. And young people like me, who knows not as it relates to the effects of the revolution, its ills, its advantages, they pump on it, man. Yeah, Maurice. Candlelight vigil, left, right, and center. When last you see a candlelight vigil? Babies are dying. Gun amnesty is like gun share out, like they shared gun during the gun amnesty period, like they share gun. Ever so often now, an incident is involving young people, is involving gun. Look at what is happening around us. See whether or not it is because Kid Mitchell want to come back in power. See whether or not it's because Peter David and Emlyn Pay and them want to just sit down and earn, as we would say in local terminology, and all respect to them. They all hold the positions for umpteen years. Umpteen years. So it is nothing new to them. You telling me at this stage, Brother David can sit down and bask in the years as him being a council and say, I don't need to represent these people any longer? You think Dr. Mitchell can close the book and say, that's enough? That is an investigation that are waiting to hear about from the RGPF, that a young man walk into the station and take a gun. Something is wrong. Something is wrong, ladies and gentlemen. And at the end of the day, what you need to focus on, We are not here saying that ministers of government are going to come out of their offices and cause it to stop. No. Government's role and function to state is what is considered to be implementation to curb issues. Government need to come up with strategic plans in order to curb issues. Ways and means. How you think it is? And if many of us who knows what is going on in the United States, how you think it is that the Biden administration would have dropped as it relates to gun violence in certain states? What do you think will happen? He pumped more money. As a government, they pumped more money into a lot of different things. Whether or not it be cameras, whether or not it be security, whether or not it be stringent laws. And that is the implementation. They are the lawmakers. As they said in the election campaign, by a stroke of a pen, it can happen. The supporters who was loud and rowdy, look at them now. All who you see on social media, they must keep up that. Don't worry them. They have to keep it up. They have to keep it up. Because look at them. They're on computer every day. Every day, because them don't get a walk. But it's shame, they shame. Shame, they shame. They have to keep up something. Yeah? So they are the ones still calling ministers and calling parliamentary officers and beg for some. But your party in power. You make noise when we win, and when we win, well, all you win. You drink Mylanda, the gas go. You lost all the gas you had in you. The National Democratic Congress is not going to fool me as a young electorate. And I want us to implore that to our young people of today. They're just restructuring, renaming, all kind of thing they're doing. Wash project. Oh, we have to look over that project and look over this. You seize so many things. So many things that the past administration would have implemented. And then when you get cornered, you're bawling, oh, NNP didn't do it good. They didn't get the right person. And then when you meet in your mess now, you're bawling, NNP that do that? Kid Mitchell and them that do that? But when you name about it, when you call on it, you take all praise. You take all praise. Let me say to you, I ain't care what nobody say. You see the past 3 meetings of the new National Party must have wake up a lot of them. Yeah? Because now they're calling us fools and dunce and stupid. Because we still show we support behind the NNP. They say the party is in disarray. Ladies and gentlemen, I've seen husband and wives as a police officer walk out of the station holding hand and kissing, boyfriend and girlfriends after physical altercation, going into an event smiling. I say this to say, in everything, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a bad time. There are going to be persons who are going to be disagreeing. It's going to happen. But you know when it gets bad? When we are not working it out. So yeah, might be some NNP that have their choice or whatever they're thinking. But you know what is important? They are remaining NNP. That is what continues to stall them. And all that they're saying about NNP, from who resigning, from who vexed, from who want to become leader, neither one of them are becoming NDC supporters. They are rooted and grounded supporters of the new National Party. The one all you get. And she called other names thinking that the next morning or by the evening a few of them would have get up and run behind her. Was ashamed because they made it public that I am remaining right here. And though you sell out for your silvers, the cock, ladies and gentlemen, and it's two different story. But during the crucifixion of when they crucified Jesus, he said the cock is going to crow how many times? And then you go deny. You go deny. You're on the other side now, you're on the other fence. So you're going to deny. But let me tell you, you're biblical. And the cock is going to crow 3 times. The cock is going to crow 3 times. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure being with you guys this evening. I pray that this evening's information and what was shared continues to keep you rooted and grounded within the new National Party. As a supporter, part of the women's arm, youth group, wherever you are, steady. Stay right there. We ain't going a place. As the saying goes, all you will looking good. And to the many of you guys who was shaken by all what was being said on social media about NNP and this and that and that and this, you guys are seeing it for yourself. The emergency meeting at the Trade Center, the zonal meeting in Boucheju, the women's arm meeting yesterday in St. John's. We don't need big venue. We need to talk to our people, our different structures of the party. And here we go. Catch us if you can. That is what we have to tell them. Catch us if all you can. Yeah? The rescue mission has again started. And as you hear yesterday, the 5-star general would have declared that the mission has started. And as of now, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm begging you, Carla Walcott, Glenda Robinson, Talk the Truth, Nebrod Oliver, My Page, some others whom I can't remember off my head. Parents, young voters, I know some of you all don't sit and listen to those programs. Follow those pages. Go on those pages. Yeah? We're doing reels, videos that shows you that the nonsense about what NNP did for the last 23 to 25 years would be revealed and revealed in the best of manners in the upcoming time before the next general election. You're going to see things. You're going to hear things. You're going to know documentation that have now been making all the kind of turnaround was being done because of the past administration. Light, water, stadium, development of housing, roads, infrastructures, different persons, scholarship, the different avenues that the new National Party caused to have Grenada where it is today will be unfold. Follow those pages. Persons, stop sharing the negative. Let us leave these people and them post when we see them. Stop sending it. Stop sharing it. When you see the post shopping it, stop sharing it. You're giving them an audience. When we post things, repost that. When we catch them on their lies and titivation, post that. When we speak, like Dr. Mitchell did yesterday, and the points that are coming out from it, post that. Yeah? Post that. Don't go around posting the shoppiness, the breaking clip and cutting clip as it relates to even Sister Jenny Rapier. Don't post that on them. Post things that are important. Get your kids to register. The youth arm. We're stepping forward now. Let me tell young people, we have the plans. We have the ideas. We have young and vibrant people. You see the young lady that have been chairing the past 2 meetings? She's presently the chairperson of the youth arm of the new national party. We have a strong executive. So young people, you're not being left. We have plannings, different constituencies. There are different individuals in charge of different constituencies. And we're coming at all you. We're not leaving all you there. You all have had 3 confirmed today. 3 ministers of youth within a 2-year period. The new national party can only recall, and in its latest, we had Sister Emmeline Pear, Honorable Emmeline Pear, Honorable Kate Lewis, for a lengthy period of time. Long period of time. And that is over a span of sometimes 10 to 15 years. Remember, in the late, Dr. Mitchell did take the position also. But if within 2 years, a political organization can't get it right to have that one person in whom the young people can look to, let me tell you, young people, you are forgotten. You have been forgotten. See this Empower program? Don't let they trick you with this Empower program. Tomorrow we will speak more about the Empower program. Sister Louis, if you're listening tomorrow, today, and well, tonight and later, maybe tomorrow, I'm coming at you because I had to get more information about this Empower program. They ain't tricking our young people with this Empower program. This Empower program, we can boldly say, is the brain of the present political leader of the new national party. His love for young people. And at the time, specifically, what was going on in Grenada with our young men. He thought to himself, we need our young men to be more involved. And because of him, this program started. Consulted who he had to consult it, and this program was on its foot. So when you see they come with the Empower 4.0 and making it sound nice, like they did to Wash 4.0, like, we have a dance, a party. Ladies and gentlemen, it's always my pleasure to be in your presence. And tomorrow, we're back here again for more information, more conversation, more dissemination of information. Carriacou and Petty Martinique continue to stand around Brother Nolan Cox. This is a gentleman that is doing what he's doing from the depth of his heart. He's not doing it for political gain. He could simply pick up, as we don't say as old people, pick up a judgy bungle and go. We're quite aware that only recently he lost his significant other. And he could be sitting, sombering somewhere. But yet still, when we look on social media, and the people of Carriacou and Petty Martinique could tell you, he's out as early as I will say a bus driver would be. First thing in the morning, he's aiding and assisting, giving to people. You don't have to do it. He's not elected. Yeah? But for the betterment of his people, he continued to do what he's doing. Mr. Nolan Cox, take a bow. Take several bows. Yeah? So, do enjoy the remainder of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. We would see again, same time, same place, right back here again tomorrow. God's blessings to each and every one of you. And I'm going to leave the message for them this evening again. Forget about convention and do this. So do have a good evening. God's blessings to each and every one of you. And if you know you have a neighbor right now, or a friend that only talking about Kid Mitchell, turn this real loud up, real loud.
All of them that giving the verdict about the doctor getting me sick. I don't know why they wouldn't mind the stinking business. Leave the man in peace. I say leave the damn doctor. Look, don't get me mad. Leave the damn doctor. Why say, or is murder in Trinidad? Leave the damn doctor. He ain't trouble on you. Leave the damn doctor. Where you do? Leave the damn doctor. Where you leave the damn doctor. Leave the damn doctor. Leave me damn doctor. Yes, the other party is there. They can't handle their own affair. They're stumbling with all the plan. Still they're harassing the blasted man. I say, leave me damn doctor. And don't get me mad. Leave me damn doctor. Way, or is murder in Trinidad. Leave me damn doctor. He ain't trouble on you. Leave me damn doctor. Way, or is murder in Trinidad. Way, they're making so much confusion, but race riot in England. They should kick them from Scotland Yard. We have the same question in Trinidad. I say, leave me down, doctor. And don't get me mad. Leave me down, doctor. It's murder in Trinidad. Leave me down, doctor. Why say, he ain't trouble on you. Leave me down, doctor. Hey, where you do, you well do. Leave me down, doctor. Sing, sing. Well, the way how things shaping up, all this nigger business must stop. I tell you soon in the West Indies, it's please, Mr. Nigger, please leave the damn doctor. And don't get me mad. Leave the damn doctor. There is murder in Trinidad. Leave the damn doctor. Yes, he ain't trouble all you. Leave the damn doctor.